Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for part two. Hopefully, there's not a part three, but I have quite a bit to get through, so I'm just going to go right into it. This is me sharing my own personal natal birth chart. Specialize in one area of expertise, study alone, ponder own thoughts in peace and quiet. Quick to see weaknesses in other people's logic, suited for work requiring organized thinking. Precision, methodical approach, self controlled, practical, responsible, disciplined in thinking, strong physical health with excellent recuperative powers. Quick physical and mental response to stimuli, electric nature, involved in several projects at one time. Do not like to be bored, open-minded, independent, original, eccentric, creative, usual, bit of a genius, free thinker, new ideas and concepts important, encourage others to experiment, intuitive, many insights come from higher self, like unstructured environment, free from rules and regulations, do not like routine over repetitive work. Mind, intuitive, nonlinear, sudden insights and flashes of inspiration come out of the blue. Hate being told what to do and how to do it. Need to discover our truths and experience things for self firsthand. Better suited to fast-paced atmosphere and where things happen and change all the time. Love science and new technology and new inventions, products, or ideas. Interest in occult subjects such as astrology. Talent for writing, speaking, and communicating ideas to others, ready to listen to new and unusual thoughts and concepts. Unusual amount of imagination, very good at visualization, dreams, and visions, make a reality by bringing into rational, conscious, and logical mind for practical implementation. Open to metaphysical, astrology, telepathy, and others like healing, may have healing powers through laying of hands. Avoid all negative psychic practices and drugs, strong willed, brave, self sufficient. Enjoy throwing weight around, may lack self confidence, issue controlling others. Crave experience and transformation, regeneration. Topic that occupies thoughts. Magnetism that draws in people but may be a loner whom others don't understand. Most problematic, going from one thing to the next, never learn much about anything, jack of all trades. Key words in tropical natal chart: light, intuitive, imaginative, organized, beauty, the arts, writing, music, calming, discerning, humorous, compassionate, intelligent, dark, manipulative, picky, methodical, nervous worrier, hasty, moody. Okay, let's see. Vedic chart, if you want to get your Vedic chart, I went to astromitra, mitra.com. Astromitra.com. Okay. Okay, so in the Vedic chart, everything is a little different as far as my placements, but this is interesting. Lucky color: yellow, orange, gold, not blue and white. And you know what's in my closet as far as my wardrobe? Blue and white. So I don't, it's so wild. It's totally opposite of what I'm drawn to. Stone: ruby, yellow topaz, emerald. Okay, catchphrase: I shall do. Strength, immenseness, weakness, arrogance, objective, social status, selfishness, and self interest. Wow. I wonder if this is all from the Vedic. Well, we'll keep reading, guys. I'm just sharing this information so I have a video um, history of it. Pulled in different directions, conscious intentions and desires conflict with subconscious emotional needs and drives. Why can't decide will work hard to achieve hopes and dreams, will make do with very little. Practical creativity is my talent. Spiritual protection has been earned in previous lives by my willingness to help and serve others. Power struggles and roadblocks to ambitions, things people get in the way, must examine the reason for doing things, helping me or mankind. Competition helps me better cooperate with others. Great personal and soul growth. Put others first. Know your weaknesses, shadow, and move forward. Overindulgence, overspending, controlling. Place goals, desires above the wishes of the group. Ability to make friends, influential and wield power. Enjoy work with groups. Be responsible, liberal, broad-minded, humanitarian, popular, then powerful. Organizing ability, leadership role. Desire security, others' possessions, resources. Self-doubt and worry, jealousy, envy, possessiveness, psychic sensitivity. Noticeable abilities develop along positive lines. Some form of involvement with the masses is indicated. Have willpower and stamina. Don't get sidetracked with too many different projects. Focus on one thing at a time before moving on to next. Those who live by the sword die by the sword. You will always reap what you sow, so sow carefully and wisely. In some manner may make an imprint on society. Distinct emotional need to escape into wild of imagination. Withdraw from others at time. Recenter self because takes in mixed energies. Strong and sudden feelings and hunches can overcome her more other than not. Intuition is correct with powerful imagination. May read too much into situation. Laziness, natural timidity and sensitivity apparent from youth. May have been labeled shy in youth. Yes, may have been saved from situations requiring boldness or aggressiveness. Passivity was accepted thus as adult, less experienced reaching out or going after what she wants. My kitty is still here with me. Peaky, can you say hi to everybody? Say hi, I love my mommy. What a good girl you are. Pikachu. Cold in here. I hate being cold. Romantic and sexual relationships, charm, intrigue, intelligence, emotions, big, dark, mysterious, embraces them, understands and accepts many sides and complications of her feelings, unhappily influenced by family or childhood, insecure about new beginnings, situation, may always be looking for more love, appreciation, and feedback. Susceptible with superficial sensitivity, irascible, changeable, inconsistent, moody, highly intelligent, observant, adaptable, very often misunderstood, projecting wrong image, irresolute nature, sudden changes of humor, changeable, not always following through, objectives which change often. Instability, professional life, love life, and friendships, love-hate relationship with one's status or reputation, often feels misunderstood, may project wrong image, communicates with feeling, endearing others with words, reflective, one of the best memories around, feel people out, picks up on emotions, moods, discerning, full of insight, lucid, and thinks things through. Like to please and create a good impression, strong tendency to be influenced by those around her. Home and comfort are most important to her. Intelligent, speaks easily and cogently. May keep many irons in the fire, could move house a lot for business reasons. You are good with language and generally use this talent in your profession. Authoritative air, talented at communication and negotiating with those in authority. May have more than one job going at once much of the time, could change career directions frequently, or attracted to jobs that keep me on the move. require frequent changes of setting, activities in order to remain stimulated and challenged, skilled at bringing fresh energy to conversation onto job because need for stimulation. Looks on the bright side of life, gay, agreeable, optimistic, sociable, enjoys speaking and writing, and does both with charm and artistry. Intellectual pleasures influenced by feelings, amorous and sensual. Likes beauty, the arts, traveling, and frequent changes of scenery. Aims always for diplomacy, very charming. Precise, strives to be mentally organized. Can study, concentrate, and focus. Patience to work towards a goal slowly but surely. Gets communications just so. Prefers step-by-step directions. Respects traditions and rules. Prefers sense of order, perspicacious. Ingenious, binds intelligence and originality together with genius. Like literature, especially fiction. Spontaneous in friendships, knows how to turn situations around positively. She can put down in writing everything her imagination and intuition dictates. A wonderful storyteller. Great sense of observation and quickly grasps and sizes the situation. Crafty, subtle, and perceptive. Love. Best when committed and predictable, sensitive in love, have a lot to give. Security, comfort, shows love by crying, pays attention to your feelings than words, and carefully observes. Wants a safe, solid relationship, moody in love, may give silent treatment, turned off by anything too impersonal and too much rationalizing, not afraid of emotional confrontations, always worried will be left high and dry, hard time forgetting those who hurt them, may retreat into themselves, use nursing abilities on themselves, lots of snuggling and sentimentality, attachments to family and home, fearful of being rejected, makes them feel secure and cared for, patient, dependable, and loving. Best years in parental home in last years of life. Rest contain hurdles. Love can help in the professional life. She has a gift for seduction. Likes to entertain, like the comfort and attractions of home life. Others respect you for charming manner. Many admirers, some from afar. There is an aura about you that is charming, yet strangely and intriguing distant. Great need to be recognized or admired for charm, beauty, or loving manner. Don't become wrapped up in what others think because might come across as phony or superficial. Married to work or image, good at making contacts and organizing social events. Having to start from scratch in order to duke it out with authority figures. May end up in meaningless stalemates with bosses and authority figures. Which can, block her from achieving success and goals at times. Lilith, Black Moon, Lilith represents our darker, deeper natures that may be repressed or buried. Lilith in Capricorn may have felt wrong for desire to excelling, succeed, or reach worldly goals, ambitions. May feel uncomfortable around materialistic, status-conscious, business-minded, practical, or ambitious. Can be hard to connect with own ambitions and need for approval. But going there and allowing yourself to feel these needs can be life-changing. Connect with ambitions and need for approval. North Node, South Node. South Node, overdeveloped character traits, stagnant when hold on. North Node, qualities we need to work on and develop to achieve inner balance and fulfillment. North Node in Gemini, brilliant ideas, first to discover new things. Tendency to ignore detail, may avoid some responsibilities for fear of becoming too bogged down. Taking on too many activities can keep her from focusing on one or two paths, detriment in the long term. Life lesson. Understand the impact of her words. Speaking her truth should be done mindfully. May undermine her growth. Balance should be sought. Can be an excellent teacher. Can hold more meaningful and intelligent exchanges with others in so doing. Learn to slow down, take care of business, live in the present, likely to achieve divine balance and more happiness. Qualities to develop: clarification, listening skills, attention to detail. North Node in the ninth, learning to put faith in something bigger than self. Brilliant at seeing details and facts, but can be too focused on them to her detriment. As embrace more life experiences, adventure, and faith in life, luck and opportunities increase many times over. Qualities to develop: adventurousness, faith, enthusiasm. House 1, Virgo rising, understated, intelligent, and a reserved aura. Shy, standoffish, cool, critical, sensitive to body discomfort. Concerned with physical health, attracted to mind-body awareness exercises like yoga. Particular about food, pickiness about what they put in their bodies. You may possess the ability to intuitively know, understand others' thoughts, feelings, or motivations. Natural detective ability: friendly, clever, talkative, versatile, curious. Perceptive, intuitive, logical, contradictory. Restless, two-faced, critical, impatient. Enjoy and needs work with variety. Do several things at once, abhor boredom, apathetic, compassionate. Neptune in Pisces, very lovely positive energy, emotional intimacy, spiritual connection. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you have accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive onwards and upwards. Creative, inventive, insights, wisdom, liberation, set free, authenticity is key. Listen with heart, transparency, intimacy, act on wisdom. Inner sacred warrior is awakened. Love and liberation at all times, highest good. Uranus in Virgo, interest in nutrition, open to new ways doing a job or working a schedule. She seeks alternative healing methods, treatments, and methods. Does not immediately trust a strict or overly traditional approach to health and work, can have troubles accessing intuition since logic and rationality often dominate. Uranus in the 12th. Difficulties fully adapting to modern world, new technology, looks for a job in isolated place or needs a lot of space to tap into genius. Fights to improve daily life, persevering, always changing. Somewhat undateable, ready to innovate, to change everything, inventive. Willing to look beyond the superficial, may confuse intensity and compassion. Neptune in the 3rd, has a lot of imagination, high ideals, nostalgic, dry, cold facts, hard for her to absorb. Traditional academics might not appeal, perceptive, able to see layers of the situation, naturally drawn to learning what makes her and others tick. Can have unusual relationships, easily influenced, very sensitive, emotional. Pluto in Virgo, research and investigation come naturally. May worry about health, has willpower, ambition, almost always prefers to have her own way. May have issue with her power, may risk losing everything. Sun in the 10th, work towards a goal, uncomfortable taking orders, manage rather than be managed. Accept ambition, successful career guaranteed, sometimes comes late. Channel competitiveness, easily frustrated, given to impulsive actions, short temper. You meet challenges head on, dreamy, not always in touch with reality. Remarkable intuition, put yourself in others' shoes. compassion and love, lose self in suffering of others, sense of humor, silly and a bit odd, perceptive, in touch with nuances and subtleties of karmic nature, lucky with relationships and money, inner peace and positive energy, at times complacent, downright lazy, and overindulgent in the pleasures of life. Peacemaker at heart, have an unusual ability to help and heal others. Gracious and warm, gracious, sweet, happy, pleasure, entertainment, the arts. Needs, tenderness, appreciates home life in a comfortable, safe atmosphere more than most, precocious, animated, passionate, seeks emotional excitement in life, puts up defense due to emotionally vulnerable and excitable disposition, unrest, bored by routine, easily frustrated when life is too easy, spaced out, feel things out, rely on intuition, dreaminess, complex soul, needs space and time to daydream, get easily overloaded with life, need room to be alone with themselves, soft-hearted and sweet, easily touched by human suffering, sucker for a sob story. Learn how to discern between sincerity and accepting side, mistaken for weakness, boundless compassion, know how things feel without actual experience, make awesome actors, actresses, empathize, open mind and heart, express through writing music, listening and making poetry, art, manipulation, giving and yielding, open on a sexual level, in a quiet way, fantasies, far-reaching, intricate, rich with emotion, love, closely tied in with sexuality, shy, need a trustworthy lover to bring them out. Know when due for a recharge. Solitude is important. Short-lived retreats, believe, imaginative, sharp insights. Impressionable, abundant imagination. Gentle, humorous, artistic, too much sentimentality. Worries, problems, unhealthy imagination, escapism, nervousness. Moon in the 7th, partnership, important, especially business relationship. Companion for emotional support, need partner to learn about own needs and feelings. Emotional fulfillment through relationships. Adaptable to others' needs, likable, amiable, soft, yielding, natural charm. Highly imaginative, sympathetic, make an excellent mediator, go-between. Respect for feminine aspects. Tender heart, friendly, diplomatic disposition. You should enjoy a good measure of personal popularity and success in your life. Good grasp of reality and duty, thrifty and reserved, not a show-off. Likes truth and justice, love, sentiments are sincere and deep, never plays false. Faithful in love and friendship, might love a much older person, appreciating intelligence and good sense. Professional life, creative or inconstant, taste for the arts. Can be a dreamer, easily influenced, romantic, emotional, very sensitive. Romantic, creative, gently, adaptable, naturally express inner qualities, or mysterious and dreamy Neptune in love relationships. Imagination is rich, fantasy world, well developed, turned off by rudeness and crudeness, drawn to beauty in its many forms, very giving and generous. Maybe a little on submissive side or downright lazy, failing to take initiative when situations call for it. Emotions and sex life, powerful and rich, lives out truly passionate love affairs, extremely resourceful, excellent at determining worth or value of material things, help others discover their own worth, naturally attracted to relationships that transform her, growing and evolving and intense, uses strong intuition and understanding of others for good or for bad. Highly devoted and passionate to things and people she loves, quite persuasive. Likes everything beautiful, the arts, balance, and harmony. Amiable and sociable, likes entertainment, loving nature. Productive and busy, goal-oriented, practical, scattered at times because doing many things at once gets things done quite well, handles many tasks at once, not aggressive by nature, hard-nosed and critical at times, rarely resorts to pushing others around, difficult to be around if annoyed. If anger is aroused, becomes complaining and overcritical, nags, doesn't take much to get nervous. Quite protective about system for getting things done. Humble in general, but particular about methods, how they organize and accomplish their goals mostly with work. Nervous energy, can be restless and don't stick with same projects for too long. Derive plenty of energy and life force from things they do. Work, hobbies, projects, idleness, fidgety, nervous, worried, perfectionist at heart. Worry when not producing anything and worry about what they've produced will measure up. Sexuality, earthy and nervous, performance in bed similar to work, wants to be good at what they do. Open to experimentation. Feed curiosity. Experience and knowledge are important. Mars in the first gets carried away a lot. Provocative, impulsive, dynamic, bold. Great spirit of enterprise, great need for activity. Throws self into projects, reactions to new situations, immediate and pressing. Active, energetic, dynamic, enterprising, possibly forceful. Aggressive, begins new endeavors with gusto. Might be rash, inconsiderate, overly assertive, fiercely independent. Direct and straightforward, spontaneity is extremely important. Might stir up trouble when bored. Love affairs are passionate, instinctive understanding of intensity, dark side of our natures, and passion. Energetic and direct, attracts good fortune when using wit and ingenuousness. Versatile, sociable, curious, and puts others at ease with friendliness and sincere curiosity. Values the intellect, sees opportunities to grow and succeed through intellectual, verbal, and written channels. Believes in intelligence and knowledge is the key to solving problems. Jupiter, deeply intelligent, tolerant, and sincere. Professional success can happen abroad or in connection with foreign countries. Faraway voyages are profitable. Very optimistic, philosophical, hopeful, and humorous. Indifferent, mistrustful state of being, unsatisfied, easily irritated. Work on a positive frame of mind, better health, improved mood. Too independent, liberty all important. May lack diplomacy and extravagance, shocking to some. Likes verbal battles, may expose extremist ideas to shock her companions. Has a number of internal tensions. Might be tempted to manipulate or exploit to realize plans. Rarely satisfied with achievements unless they are big. Opportunist, very resourceful, appears to have honorable and generous attitude toward others, and others assume she has best interests at heart. Others see her as tolerant, understanding, and wise, may turn to her for advice. May go to excess when eating, lives the high life, wants to have fun and does what's necessary to get it. Wants to and does succeed socially, work hard, play hard. Saturn in Pisces, misanthropic, sullen humor, live in solitude, contemplation, prefers to work alone. Suspicious of intention of others, religions, faith, may suspect others' innocence or compassion is insincere. Feet and ankles may need extra attention. Saturn in sixth, worker, steady in all she does, precision, method, serious, seeks continuity. Can focus on job in medical field, likely be successful, has all qualities. Does not like routine, fights to keep independence, freedom of action. She would gladly remake the world. Plans are realized in a methodical fashion. She works hard to achieve success, not always open to others' ideas, especially if they are disorganized or forced thinking. Watch for rigid thinking and egoism. Life can be difficult and cramped. Hard working, but success takes time. Problems with being open without self-consciousness, may accept solitude rather than look for solutions. Family problems, may struggle a lot and work hard to achieve her aims. Continues to fight through discouraging circumstances. Buzz of energy surrounds, meet with many conflicts in life. Conflict tends to be lived through relationships. Passions are quite raw. especially in youth. Channel excitable energy into sports, some other competition. Amiable, interesting, others sense boundaries, bluntness, appreciated and offensive. Eager to make a personal impact, self absorbed and difficult to stomach. Patience is definitely not a strong point. Quick responses, passionate, courageous, energy is sporadic and sometimes wasted. Sexually responsive. Emotional, irascible, easily angered, fired up. Marital or domestic strife or a heated atmosphere at home is possible. Controls feelings, strong sense of duty and self-esteem. Prudent, concentrates on tasks with success. Perseveres, serious, humorous, satirical, steadfast, upright, kind and sympathetic. Strongly compassionate nature. When in love, very devoted. Devoted by nature, compassionate and understanding. Natural affinity to music, vehicle to heal, relax, and uplift the soul. Naturally perceptive, tunes into feelings of others and mood of surroundings. House 2, Libra, physical environment, money and self-esteem. Money from advantageous marriage, union, artistic expression. Very useful associations. Partnerships help further financial goals. Income, advantageous marriage, union. Artistic expression and diplomatic means. Or very useful association. Partnership can help further financial goals. Income, money, advantageous marriage, union, artistic expression and diplomatic means, useful association, partnerships. House 3, Scorpio, communication, travel, siblings. Good investigator, very curious, likes researching with patience. Solve mysteries, knows how to take risks. Aware of dangers, can make a good investigator. Very curious, loves researching and does it with patience. Enjoys solving mysteries and cracking a code. Knows how to take risks while being wary of dangers or consequences. House 4, Sagittarius, foundation, parents, nature, nurture. Marry a foreigner, live abroad permanently, set up home there. May marry a foreigner or go live abroad permanently and set up home there. Very interested in faraway places. Love spacious and well-lit homes. Marry a foreigner, live abroad permanently, set up home there. Faraway places, spacious and well-lit homes. Warm, artistic, and compassionate union. Lots of job changes. Move, travel, write. House 5, Capricorn, self-expression, creativity, romance, serious type. Everything calculated, slightest risk analyzed, patient, doesn't know chance. 1 or 2 love affairs, marriage, family, all unproblematic. Calmly, with love and wisdom, serious types. Calculated risk analyzed, patience, main quality, knows little about chance. 1 or 2 love affairs. Marriage, a family, all unproblematic, done calmly with love and wisdom. House 6, Aquarius, health and service, helpfulness, service to others, routines, profession or teaching, weak circulation of blood. One of the professions or teaching, weak point, circulation, health. House 7, Pisces, partnerships, purpose, work, love, create, attracts partners who need help or are unreliable. If condition of house is good, warm, artistic, and compassionate union. Annoyed by spouse with lack of vitality or energy could lead to breakup. Second, happier union is likely. You may attract partners who need help or are unreliable. If condition of house is good, it can be a warm, artistic, and compassionate union. Sometimes a hasty marriage that quickly disappoints. Spouse's lack of energy and vitality will annoy her, and this could lead to the breakup of a union. A second, happier union is likely. House 8, Aries, bonding at deepest level, birth, death, sex, transformation, other people's money. Spouse spends more money than earns. Be careful of haste. Could prove dangerous. Drives car too fast. Spouse will tend to spend more money than she earns. Be careful of any haste that could prove dangerous. Sex, relationships, death, rebirth, financial, emotional. House 9, Taurus, higher mind, travel, luck, esoteric. Travels little, not abroad, doesn't change principles, practically never changes mind. May travel little, no great attraction for abroad, unlikely to change principles, practically never changing the mind or beliefs. Wow, that's a contradiction. House number 10, Gemini, tradition, public image, honors, profession, requiring change and movement. If not, lots of job changes, move, travel, write, the work one will do in one's life, the place one will take in the world of society, more important as one grows older. Profession, requiring lots of change and movement. If this isn't the case, then lots of job changes. She likes to move, travel, write. House 11, Cancer. Fears, friendships, media, surprises, sincere and lifelong friendships. Family comes first. Sincere and lifelong friendships. Family comes first. House 12, Leo, endings, old age, creativity. A few problems with authority or someone in charge. A few problems with authority or someone in charge. Friendships, group, collective, destiny. Sun in Cancer, strong survival instinct, protective, reminisce, moodiness, especially when moon is in Cancer. Secure, safe, roots, objects with history, antique, sensitive, withdraw, retreat. Manipulate, avoid direct confrontations, hospitable, touchy, indirect, dependable, caring, tenacious, carefully, calm and discreet nature, tender, thoughtful, sensitive, impressionable, humble, timid, changeable, indecisive, lazy, oversensitive, easily influenced by family, tendency to worry a lot, especially when confronted with new situations, no fine, tiniest details others overlook, tending to attract or be attracted to people who need help, confusing relationships, messy because can't see partners nor partnerships clearly, quiet charm, natural modesty.